We're out, there's a dog barking. Hey Maisie! Come on Maisie! You can see we're losing a lot of snow now. That's good. I'm only wearing a short sleeve shirt and a wrap. I'm not even wearing a coat. It's beautiful out. Come on girl! Dotsy! Dotsy! She doesn't get out very much, so she really is not wanting to go back in. But you can see that. No pulling. We're going to have to work with her again, but you can see that ice would be treacherous if I were to walk on it, even with my cleats. But see that shiny snow? Because it started to melt, then it got cold, so there's ice on top of the snow. In fact, Maisie was walking over there and there's no footprints. Come on, girl! Girl! There she's poking through. Look at her walking right on top. Got my cleats on. Because it's still icy on the other side of the RV. It's still ice. I know there's dogs in that car barking at you, huh? And they're just sitting there letting them bark. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Okay, let's go in. Come on, home. Maisie, home. No pulling. So I'm on ice here, so no pulling. See, we even got a bare spot here. Home. Girl. Maisie. Home. Good girl. Good girl. Hey guys, we're on our way down to Birch Run. I don't know if you can see that, it's 40 degrees. 1:35. They open at 2 and we kind of were thinking of getting there, but we're not really in any rush. But we just don't want to be there like in the evening after the people get off work and everybody shows up. But we're going down I-75. Birch Run, 1.5 miles. And there's the Expo Center, which is now Frankenmuth Credit Union Expo Center or something. Right in there is where it's going to be. Oh, there's plenty of parking now. It doesn't look very busy at all. Yes. Yeah.
Hi. Beautiful.
Thank you. Anyway, we're waiting for our food. What'd you get?
I got the smelt dinner, which is Canadian smelt, and hash browns. They're going to be extra crispy.
I got fish and clams. Everything else the same.
Got a couple of tartars and I got a shrimp sauce, okay?
All right.
You need, where am I going with these?
I don't know.
Nobody said I had to be bright.
Okay, gotta pray. See ya. My lunch. This is a platter. You can see this is a platter. And there's my clams, fish, hash browns. Look at the pile of smelt you got, plus hash browns. That is a pile of smelt. There must be 30 smelt there. Discovered there's smelt all the way under his potatoes too. And I discovered I got my clams, I got clams all under. Oops. Got left tons of clams, both my fish. Well, at least a dozen of his smelts. And most of my potatoes. Yep. Hi guys. Oh. Pete turned off the car. I do know it's 6:05. We're on our way back. We stopped at the store in Auburn. We're on our way back from the RV show down in Birch Run. I'll tell you the temperature in a sec. I could not physically get in and out of many. It's ice. 33. I physically could not get in and out all the steps in all the RVs. Pete went in and out of some. I went in a few. I did what I could. We found the RV of our dreams, talked to the guy. Started talking about financing and all that. Well, I don't know if I've probably mentioned it before. We don't finance. We save up for. So that was disappointing to him because he wanted to make a sale now, and he knows banks don't finance people who pay cash for everything. I mean, even if we wanted to. But if we wanted cash, we'd have to sell something we already own, I guess, if we wanted quick cash. Anyway, whatever. It's not... We loved it, but it's not feasible right now because we'd have to have a few months to save up for it. But it was delightful. This time our next one will not be a motorhome. It will be a pull-behind travel trailer. There are features with pull-behind travel trailers that we need. 2 bedrooms for one thing. 1 bedroom for us and 1 bedroom for keyboards and ham radios, our electronic stuff. So it won't be bird feathers and dust and everything all over it. Birds will still share our living space, the kitchen or living room or wherever, because they're obviously part of the family. But, our electronics and stuff, we need a 2nd bedroom just for that. And we found a really nice one, and we looked at a lot of them that would suit our needs, and that was the only one that would totally do it for us. Had an outside kitchen, which we're not thrilled about, but I told Pete, you could use the cupboards and the whatever for your space, for your fishing equipment, other than the poles, and then you'd have a sink and a counter to clean your fish, and you'd have your grill right there to cook them, and never have to bring fish in the house. Hang on, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to show you our pillar, our pillar of steam or pillar of fire, whatever that I talked about, because I'm looking straight ahead at it, but with the sun setting, it looks cool. So I'm going to stop, I'm going to take a picture of that, and I'll be right back. So it was very enjoyable. We want to get home. We are exhausted. We've been going all week. So I want to get home before dark. I got to get my legs up. I got to do something about my legs. I can't walk anymore. And Pete has a toothache, a terrible toothache, on a Friday night. That's the way it always works. So, but it was fun. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed going. We enjoyed and talking to the guy. He's a nice guy. And if I buy another scratch-off ticket and win enough money to buy this RV, I will just go back, call him, and buy it. But I'm not buying another scratch-off ticket. So, I mean, that's not in the cards. We ate at Tony's. We still have a lot of food for tonight if we get hungry, which I'm not hungry yet. And it's after 6. I hope he can find something for his tooth. They don't have a drugstore in this town, so he's in the grocery store. Midland is like 10, 15 minutes away if we had to go there. So, okay, I'm going to go. Probably nothing else to say today, so I'm just going to go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Leland's race with the little wooden cars for Cub Scouts, so that'll be fun stuff. And, of course, we're going to that. But then when we get home from that, we're not moving. We're supposed to have a horrible storm this weekend with tropical force sustained winds. Now, we've had pretty high winds gusting I do not recall anything with 50+ mile an hour sustained winds. I do not recall that. Ever. I don't think I've ever been in winds like that. So that'll be interesting. That'll be something to do. Looking out the window. But that's what's going to be fun this weekend. And if that happens, Sunday, we won't be out driving and going to church in that. Not only because, I'm sure the car would not blow off the road. Well, maybe it would. I don't know, having never experienced it before. But the other thing to think about is that there's going to be possible limbs and garbage, trash, whatever, debris flying around. And we just would rather not be driving in that or leaving the animals at the mercy of the winds in the RV. Because last time we had an overnight storm where there was gusty winds and we had 2 great big limbs fall during the night. So, all right, I'm looking for Pete. That's why I keep looking at the door. I want to see if Pete's coming. I just feel so bad for him because toothaches are horrible. Hi guys, P.S. 6:57. I forgot to tell you about when we were at Tony's. That wall directly across from me and behind Pete is a big mirror, just solid mirrors, that whole wall. And the room that we were in was square. They have several rooms, dining rooms, and the one we were in was square. We were at the one corner of the room, and then there was a gentleman, looked to be 40-ish, with a young man, son or whatever, who was probably early teens or just preteen. They were eating, and the gentleman got food caught in his trachea, and I'm guessing because he couldn't breathe. And I always assumed when something like that happened, panic would ensue. People would be jumping up and rushing around, and big deal. And it wasn't. It just got very quiet. There was 2 young men, maybe college age, I'm guessing, sitting at the table next to us, to my right, to Pete's left. And the one man just got up, walked over there, Heimlicked him, and walked away. It was, he didn't just walk away. Afterward, the guy just kind of slumped onto the floor. He was conscious, but he was just getting his breath and stuff. And, he stayed with them, put his hand on his shoulder, made sure. I was surprised that nobody that worked there, because there was a couple waitresses walking around, but nobody, they just kind of stood back and didn't do anything. So maybe serving staff or restaurant staff of any kind don't know how to do the Heimlich. I would think that would be a prerequisite, but evidently not. Pardon my t-shirt sitting on my pillow behind me. So yeah, it was just kind of strange because everything was so quiet, and then he helped the guy up when he caught his breath and everything, and the guy got upset in his chair, and the waitress is trying to give the guy water, and he's like, no, I wouldn't want to be drinking water at that point anyway. In fact, if I'm coughing, if I go into a coughing fit and somebody's trying to give me water, who wants to inhale water when you're coughing? Do you know that? Have you seen that?
Some people will turn around and offer a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, but when you're coughing...
And if I would have known, if you would have told me...
Before it happened.
Yeah, I would have gone over there.
Well, I'm sure you would have, but you were playing with your phone. Pete was playing with his phone, so he didn't see any of it.
Down.
I know, you would have put it down. I'm just saying you didn't see it because...
Yeah.
But anyway, and I just didn't say anything because I was like, what? Because it was so quiet. I didn't realize that something was going on until I saw what was going on. So anyway, it was just interesting because I've never seen it before. That young man that was sitting next to us did such a great job. And he just stayed calm through the whole thing. As he was walking back to his table, people were saying good job and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, well, I hope that guy at least bought him his meal, or the restaurant did or something. I'm hoping somebody did because he certainly earned it. But, yeah, that was just something different that I've never experienced before. So And then I asked Pete, I said, did you see what just happened over there? And he's in there with his phone, you know, whatever, doing his stuff. So evidently not. But I'm sitting there just facing the mirror, so of course I saw it. But I didn't see it right from the beginning. I saw it when the guy was there, but I didn't see it right, you know, when the guy started choking. Anyway, yeah, it was just totally different from what I would expect, but I just thought I'd share that. Tonight, since we're home early, it's only 7 o'clock, I'm excited because I'm going to swap out my keyboards, but my PSRS 950, which is the one I use the most, that has all the bells and whistles and gadgets and stuff, it has a USB stick, but it's only about this big. In the back that I put back there, that I put all of my, I save my songs to that, and registrations and styles and all the extras to that, because just to back them up. They're also on the hard drive inside the keyboard, but I do that to back them up. My bigger keyboard, the 410, that one I don't play as much because it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that I can play with my ukulele. And these days I'm playing with the ukulele a lot. But I just realized if I can take the USB out of the 950 and put it in the 410, then it's a newer keyboard, and it might recognize the styles and the songs and stuff, so it might be able to do it, in which case I will probably use a 410 for a while. So tonight I'm going to, that's beautiful. So tonight I'm going to, you know, mess around with that and see if that will work out or not. And either way, I'm going to put the 410 up for a while and put the 950 back for a while. I do not still know a whole lot about how to play the 410 because I only use it for grand piano sounds, and I don't use it for all the beats and rhythms and registrations. So I really don't know that much about it. I just play it like a piano with the longer keyboard and stuff. But if I can learn the other stuff, that would be cool. It would make it more versatile and whatever. So anyway, I'm just going to start messing around with all that stuff tonight. And Pete has cleared the area around the keyboard so I can move them and get in and out and all that. So that's my goal for this evening. That's my plan, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I hope you guys all have a sensational Saturday. Take care, God bless, and good night.